All right, I'm going to tell you why most people end up wasting their time getting 3 bids. Most clients who want to be educated buyers or smart shoppers typically decide to get 3 or 5 bids from contractors when deciding to do work on their home. And they think that once all of the bids come in, they're going to be able to set them all down side by side and compare apples to apples. And that sounds great in theory, but anybody that's actually done that before, chances are they've either hired the wrong contractor or didn't quite have a 5-star experience, and there's a reason for it. And the main reason is because you can't tell all of the important details and qualities that you need to evaluate when choosing a contractor based on what's written in a formal estimate. I can tell you that as a general contractor, the industry has a ton of variance and execution on projects varies wildly. Many contractors' businesses depend on them finding and keeping good subcontractors for projects. The commercial contracting industry operates this way, and there are a ton of residential contractors that primarily rely on subs. And even these GCs will go out and talk to 5 subs and get bids and still make the mistake of hiring the wrong people sometimes. And then that's when jobs drag out, they have to hire somebody else, or they have to babysit the job to make sure the work gets done properly and details get hit. And realistically, when you make a decision like that, you have absolutely no idea or guarantee of how that job's going to turn out, even if you think you've selected the best estimate, particularly if you made that decision primarily based off of that formal written proposal. Hell, I even hired the wrong pool contractor to do my damn pool, and this is what I do for a living. We got 3 bids, I selected one of them, and it turns out he was the worst contractor I've ever worked with, and I had to fire his ass and finish the project myself. So I know personally, if I can go through that process with all of my industry knowledge and experience dealing with installers and contractors on a day-to-day basis, and I'm still capable of hiring the wrong person for the job, then any one of our potential clients out in the market damn sure well is too. And I think one of the common situations that contribute to this happening is when clients don't necessarily want to prepare and spend time to attend a project meeting or game plan their job and talk details with the contractor and just want somebody to come by and take a look and email them a bid. Those are the people that try to sit down and compare the bids and pick the perfect contractor, and that's not how this works. These situations tend to put clients down a path where they start trying to research and compare materials on the job, or they find themselves researching the importance of roofing flashing, and realistically, all of that stuff that actually matters is never written in the bid. And what that boils down to at the end of the day is business, and contracting in particular, is a team sport. And you can't ever tell who has the best business and the best team based on what's written in those bids. And until you can figure that out, it's extremely difficult to choose the right contractor to do your job every time. Your objective when meeting and interviewing contractors should be based around who has the best teamwork, who has the best attention to detail, the amount of care, leadership, project execution, the communication with the client, the internal communication with the team. How do you know the details get over to the right people? How do you know that the QC's in place? How do you know the tools are maintained? How do you know that all of the little things are looked after? Like nail gun compression. How do you know the compression on the nail gun is set properly so guys aren't overdriving nails? Most clients don't know to look for stuff like that. You need to make sure you have a team that's there, that people are checking on it, and that the guys that are installing the work actually care about the work that they're doing. So all of the stuff it takes to actually deliver a 5-star experience, to do a great job, and to make sure that they follow through on whatever promises were made by the person you talk to, the only way to ensure that is to find a business that has great teamwork, great leadership, and great execution. And you can't tell that from written estimates. So at the end of the day, I tell people to stop wasting your time getting 3 bids, getting 5 bids, or some people getting 7 bids. Yeah, y'all need to chill out with that. But at the end of the day, what you need to do is you need to go with your gut. You need to find somebody that's real, you need to find somebody that cares, and you need to find somebody that is damn well determined to deliver. And when you find that person, and they got the team behind them, they have the leadership, and they can execute as a business, save your time, save your money, save your peace of mind. Trust your gut and go with them, even if it's your first bid.